Welcome back. And you guessed it. Wrong channel. On today's episode, Erwin believes that big tech are our future overlords. I know. Very exciting, very optimistic things to talk about today. Before we get to them, I'm going to be talking mostly about aliens, spiritual stuff, that sort of fun things, the crazy Satanists, that sort of thing. All the fantasy side is fun to talk about. We got to talk about the sci-fi as well. And I've been trying to stay away from politics, but oh boy, do we live in a sci-fi dystopia, and it's been going wild. Which is why we're going to talk about fun things like how cyborgs will replace humans and remake the world, James Lovelock says. Yay. Our supremacy as the prime understanders of the cosmos is rapidly coming to an end. Oh, no, they're calling us white supremacy-ist, Susan. I didn't say the no-no word. Eventually we'll be called human supremacists. That's what the trans movement's all about. It's all going to eventually be transhuman. Oh, just get brain chips in your brain. You're talking crazy, Erwin. Brain chips? Psh, what's this, some sci-fi? Just wait. Just wait. Continue watching, please. Human supremacists. For tens of thousands of years, humans have reigned as our planet's only intelligent, self-aware species. But the rise of intelligent machines means that could change soon. Very soon. Perhaps in our own lifetimes, absolutely 100% in our own lifetimes. We're in an AI race right now, and that's if you're not even going to get into black budget sort of technology, which on this channel we finally get to. From James Lovelock, an environmentalist and futurist. Weird. All the people who want to kill humanity to save the Earth are also the ones who are like, yep, robots are going to take over. He sees it more optimistically, though. He doesn't think they'll revolt and kill us all. They will just be supreme over us, though. Cyborgs that will have designed and built themselves. Self-sufficient, self-aware descendants of today's robots and artificial intelligence systems. Hey guys, we live in a sci-fi dystopia. Don't tell anyone. Dislike and unsubscribe. These days, there's no shortage of modern-day Luddites. The Luddites didn't want automation to take our gerbs. And yes, we should definitely be concerned about the robots taking our gerbs also. But it's the AI plus the robots plus 5G plus just full-blown them knowing every single thing about us, tracking us in every which way possible. That's not a took our gerbs situation. That's a sci-fi dystopia situation. Yes, we live in a sci-fi fantasy world. I will talk more about the Satanists later. I'll probably get more into... Next one will probably be aliens or demons? You tell me. Don't leave a comment. Lovelock doesn't think that the machines will turn against us, Terminator style. Unlike Ray Kurzweil, futurist. He doesn't envision man and machine merging together into the singularity. Oh, that's how the all machine will be built in. Just get this brain chip. Brain chip? You're talking crazy. Just wait. Essentially, yeah, we got Alpha Zero, a computer program that taught itself to play the game Go, and then quickly went on to become the world's best Go player. They can also manage to be on teams, or manage to compete against teams in Dota 2, and win a lot of those games. I think of cyborgs as another kingdom of life. They'll stand to us in much the same way as we ourselves, as a kingdom of animals, stand to plants. I'm scared. Let's talk about something else. I'm pressing the button. No, it's that button. I'm getting used to buttons. Tech giants want to read our thoughts. And the implications are frightening. You don't say. I didn't curse, Susan. I may have not recorded the first time. I'm out of beer. Producer, give me a beer. We gotta make this quick. Straight out of a science fiction novel, you say. Weird. Our future might be as cyborgs, and those who don't adapt will lose out. It certainly won't help their social credit score, that's for sure. Don't want to read too much, but not content with monitoring almost everything you do online, Facebook now wants to read your mind as well. Create a device that reads people's brainwaves, allow them to type just by thinking. Elon Musk wants to go even farther. Other company, Neuralink, is developing a brain implant to connect people's minds directly to a computer. We live in a sci-fi dystopia. Don't tell anyone. Musk admits that he takes inspiration from science fiction and that he wants to make sure humans can keep up with artificial intelligence. You have to become a cyborg if you want to even attempt to compete against the robots. Oh, why don't you just upload your soul into a robot so our satanic AI that secretly controls us can then inhabit those bodies and control the worlds where we upload your minds and just feast on your soul and make use of your body for energy, like the Matrix using your heat. Fun stuff like that. Fun stuff. Wonder if they've wargamed any of these. I wonder. Brain chips. What happens if we let these technocratic elites do what they want and continue being in control of the controlled evolution of humanity? Could have free energy 100 years ago. Allegedly. The Silicon Valley heavyweights who want to settle the moon. No. Really. Weird. Obama scuttled our shuttle program. Because there's nothing on the moon? Nothing? Oh, there's a ton of helium-3 that could power us for a long time? But we're not mining it. Weird. Normally I wouldn't be allowed to talk about these things, but I like to argue that it's not because there's nothing on the moon. I like to argue because there's more than something on the moon, and we're not particularly welcome, one might argue. Uh-oh, Silicon Valley is building a Chinese-style social credit system. Oh, what's that? You won't take the brain chip in your forehead or hand? Yes. Silicon Valley's creating the mark of the beast. How fun! How decadent to become a cyborg. In China, scoring citizens' behavior is official government policy. Because they live in a sci-fi dystopia. U.S. companies? Oh, what? It's U.S. companies building the Chinese social credit score? No. Those companies wouldn't be big tech, right? Are increasingly doing something similar outside the law. Well, the fun thing about fascism is you get to be outside the law when you're the monopoly man. China's social credit score system. It's a technology-enabled, surveillance-based nationwide program designed to nudge citizens toward better behavior. Had to pass Obamacare. A guy who wrote Obamacare. Oh, we had to do it because you monkeys don't know how to run healthcare for yourselves. So we made it even worse for you. Your behavior is bad. Did you speak out against our president, who's totally not a dictator for life? Don't worry about that happening like a year ago or whatever. He's still President Xi, not dictator Xi. How dare you? We're the People's Republic of China. People's Republic. With a military called the People's Liberation Army. We live in a sci-fi dystopia. We're not much better. Our Department of Defense used to be the Department of War. Mildly more accurate. The ultimate goal is to allow the trustworthy to roam everywhere under heaven while making it hard for the discredited to take a single step. They don't want you to be able to step out of your home. According to the Chinese government. It won't come here. Discussion with my manager. I may have accidentally done a black pill download on him. He's like, no, it would never come here. It's already here. The people, it's for sure already in China, and the people who built it are formerly American companies. Now they're Chinese companies. Because that's how fascism works. And they're going to go to the moon and have social credit scores for us. I will be about as discredited as possible. I actually thought about naming my next channel The Discredited. I think it's going to end up being kind of like Deplorables. R N-word. Trump administration considering social credit score system to determine who can buy a gun. It's already here. Thankfully, he hasn't come out like for it or against it, but no, let's get, you see this lovely young lady. Ivanka, get the hell out of there. You're everything that Trump's base hates, and God bless it. I got my problems with Trump, but compared to alternatives, take him every single day. But he's got some problems, 95% of which I would say comes from Ivanka and Kushner. The other 4% from, well, okay, 30. I'll say the neocons get about 35%. The rest from leftist Ivanka and Jared. I'm not allowed to say his last name. I don't want to be anti-Semitic. But yeah, no gun for you. Oh no. Oh yeah. I've only gone for 12 minutes. I'm doing so good. Did my internet stop working? Pentagon. Yeah, Pentagon's gonna use AI to weed out fake news. Russian disinformation. Just like the program Obama created before he left and helped get billions of dollars into to counter Russian disinfo. Fun little executive order. And by Russian disinfo, we mean conservatives. Liberal FEC chairwoman targets online news she considers fraudulent. We're going to have News Guard. We're going to have Election Guard. We're going to have tyranny. Fun stuff. Fun stuff. Get a couple weeks food supply. Just throwing it out there. YouTube says it has removed more than 100,000 videos under new hate speech rules. Maybe if I start a new channel, I'll be allowed to have views. Right, Susan? Right, Susan? No, because we live in a sci-fi dystopia. It's insane. How do we fight against it? Inform those around you. I know it can be uncomfortable. You're not supposed to talk about politics or religion. Which is why you talk about it. They tell you you're not allowed to. Do it. Meme. Before they tell you you're not allowed to. They're working on it. The EU's already balls deep in it. I actually just entered into Carpe Donktum's meme contest. God bless them. Donate. Buy something from InfoWars store, from Dan Bongino. All sorts of people. Those are people I like. Buy a t-shirt from the people you like on YouTube. God bless it. They're not getting ad revenue. Pray. This channel will generally be talking about more of this stuff. Working on it. But we live in a sci-fi fantasy world. Gotta talk about the sci-fi a little too. All right, only 4, right? I got 5 fingers and only 4 things, right? No, you work. I know. I wanted to forget about it too. It's the hardest one, but it's the most important. So many ways to do it. What's one way you can do it? To not forget to dislike and unsubscribe.